Hello, are we live? Bam, I think we're live. Welcome back, ladies and gents. My name is Deep, your number one failed paranormal detective, and today we're going to be hopping on to some Animal Crossings. Now, I purchased turnips yesterday, around like 44 stacks of them, I think. So, here's to another week. But yeah, today we're just going to be playing a little bit of Animal Crossing rather quickly. I don't know how many hours we're gonna put into this. I want to say we're just gonna put in a few hours of this, just because I haven't been getting sleep recently. Honestly. Yes. Oh, Kix is here. Okay. Alrighty, cool. Alright. Time to get back into the grind. I gotta get back into the grind. Alright. I didn't really do much yesterday in Animal Crossing, just stick the yeah. Yeah, just the standard affair of stuff. So I don't know. I didn't really do much. Yeah, look at that, just 4 turnips. I don't have anything that I can register. Shit, are you kidding me? Damn, I just wasted that. Just bought this. Oh, hold on. No, I do have something I can register, right? Also, I kind of like burnt my tongue. I had like some really hot food. So, it's kind of like, it's that weird sandpaper feel. Alright, so, yeah, today we're just going to do some basic chores. Nothing too serious for us today. Hello, robot. Have any talking points today. I've just been trying to get some sleep, but it's been a struggle. I realized something. I haven't seen a single TV in this game. Like, at all. But they keep talking about TVs. I haven't seen one. Yo, Vin, how you doing, man? Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're doing well. Watching from the gym, nice. Nice. I haven't been getting enough sleep recently, so I decided to skip chest day today. I will go tomorrow, but yeah. Have a good workout, my guy. Have a good workout, you know. Push yourself, but be safe. Don't break your back. I've broken my back. There's my shovel. Okay. Cool. Shit. I need some hardwood. Seriously, there's no hardwood at all? the one time I need some hardwood. Yes. Okay. Great. I could just get hardwood from my house. But where's the fun in that? I think that's enough hardwood, yep. Oh. Nope, that's not what we need. We need a shovel. Alright. Time to get back to business. Oh, nice gold. Okay. Cool. Hello, Kicks. I will purchase your wares later. Cutting board. Actually, I might have the recipe for cutting board. Maybe not? I do. No, that's a donation box. Cutting board. Oh, I do. Ah, shit. I mean, we could maybe give it a try. The cutting board. Make a few. We do have a good amount of iron. Yeah, we could give it a try. What's the harm? Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think today's stream will be relatively short and chill too. Don't worry, we will have a Batman. Oh, hello. We will have a Batman stream in a bit. Or like tonight. Yes, yes, I am Bubbles. Yes? Power spot. Okay. What is that? Amen. Amen. Okay, cool. Thank you, Bubbles. I mean, what am I gonna do with this? I'm glad we have it. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There is one place that we could put it. There is one place. I do know one place. We can put it near the campsite and pretend it's like a signboard for like rules and whatever. What does that look like? Oh. You know, I could give these to the villagers. Actually, thinking about it now. I could give the stuff I won't wear to them. Man, the flowers have not been cooperating recently. Especially the like the ones I need, the orange. And then the red ones. Let's see here. Okay. I'd rather lie than lose you. Okay. Let's try to make this work. The reds have not been so cooperative. We just need one, well, not one black. We need a few black lilies to start it off. And then we're gonna go upstairs for the black rose. And then what about the mums? Or whatever these are called. Nothing. No orange. I need another orange. I only have one. Damn it. It's okay. It's fine. Alright. Let's finish flowering. And then we'll kind of see from there. Man, I really want those orange flowers. Springtime is not really cooperating with us right now. I swear, the times that we're like in need of flowers to sprout, they don't. But I'm hoping that once we do have, see, like like that. When we don't need it, they sprout. When we do, they still don't. Okay, the bamboo's growing nicely. Let's see here. We might be able to grow them into the edge once they're kind of like. I think I can start moving them too. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get to a point where we're going to not gonna worry so much for the bamboo, but right now I think cultivation is our main goal. Alright. Oh, the roses look really nice actually. The roses and the lilies. I think they're the best looking flowers. Okay. Here's to hoping that works out. Let's go ahead and check the conditions of this here. We'll come back to replant like the bamboos and stuff, and like put them closer to the edge. Maybe they'll grow in that way. We do need to start thinking about how we're gonna pave everything and all that. The cemetery is looking good. Once we have the black flowers, it'll be relatively easy to kind of like work with. These brushes or brushes. These bushes don't really seem to grow. Hey, Tranquil Dragon, I'm good. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing good, my friend. You know, just doing some daily chores and Animal Crossings. But other than that, can't complain. I'm missing a fossil. Am I? Yep, I'm missing one. We can also give this dress to somebody. We can give that dress. What is it? What's the color? It was like pink or it was like a magenta. Cyan. Hold on. Let me see here. Who would need a new dress? Am I getting the Switch too? No, I am not. Not yet. I want to say when they maybe like in a few months, like the end of the year, or if they release a version 2 of the Switch 2, I will, because they've been saying that the battery is pretty bad. And yeah, you know, I'm probably just gonna be leaving the Switch 2 on dock. But it would be nice to at least have like maybe 5-6 hours of battery life instead of like, I think it's like 4 right now. I don't know, I could be wrong. I know it's like a small amount where it's like you're not surviving a plane ride with that. But yeah, at the moment, no Switch 2 for Deeps, but maybe somewhere down the future, I'll go grab one. I mean, it's not really a maybe, I definitely will. Especially if I still keep playing games on or off streaming. I definitely will get a Switch 2, but it's just a matter of like, when am I gonna get it? Yeah. It almost makes sense to kind of like wait for it, right? Pashmina, do you want this dress? Do you want this dress? Oh, it kind of works. Actually, kind of works. Huh. Toilet cleaner. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. Okay, that kind of works. All right. I mean, right now for the Switch 2, there isn't really any games for me. I mean, Pokemon's coming out, but that will come out for the regular Switch as well. So, or the Switch 1. I think we should start calling it Switch 1, right? But, I can't really think of a reason for me to grab the Switch dose. It's not really something I'm keen on or like kind of like at the edge of my seat for. Oh well. Hold on. Oh, there I did miss something. Thank God. Okay. Okay. Let's go talk to Blathers, sell our wares to Timmy and Tommy, ask them what the price is and if the price is right for some of the turnips we can sell today. I think I bought it like 102. Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you, Blathers. Hey, Octo girl, how you doing? Oh my god, finally a T-Rex. And it's the skull. Oh, thank god. I have not seen a T-Rex fossil in this entire game. I'm good. Just got out of your classes for the day. Oh, good job. I hope you had a good time with the classes, huh? Learning, studying, talking with your friends. It's been so long I've forgotten what you do in class or what people do in class. Aha, Olaf. What are you doing? Ooh, yeah, make sure to always wear sunscreen. Always wear sunscreen. It's okay, Olaf. T-Rex. T-Rex. Where would the T-Rex be? Oh, shit. They call it a T-Rex head, but it's actually the arms and the head. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know where I got this information from. I might be BSing it, but someone told me that, like, even if it's cloudy, you should always wear sunscreen because, like, the UV rays might actually be worse or something. But yeah, dude, always wear sunscreen, right? Oh, you gotta wear some sunscreen, man, regardless. And then, like, it's worse actually. Like, it's rare to get this, like, if you're just living in like a town or a city, but you can also get like wind scratches, or like if the wind's really strong and it's really cold, you can get cuts all over your face. Yeah, make sure you wear some sunscreen, you know. Make sure you wear some sunscreen, even if it's just like 50 SPF. You don't really need a lot more than that, usually, for your face. Okay. How much for that plant? I need to sell. Hold on. Okay. Yep. Perfect. I have a question for you, Timmy. How much for turnips? Hey, Ivan. Yeah. 137. Hold on, there's something called a turnip calculator. Let me just double check this, huh? Yeah, I mean, the Switch 2, I'm definitely gonna get it in the future. I think I'm just gonna wait for a version 2 of the Switch 2 with better battery. Because the new Pokemon game is like... It comes out for the... Oh my god, I cannot talk. Hold on. It comes out for the regular Switch. Monday PM 137. How do I use this? Turnip calculator. The turnip calculators are so messed up. Hold on. It's so hard to tell. So the highest we can go, it looks like, is... $200. We can I can wait. We can wait. I can wait. I can wait. I didn't order the Switch too. Octo girl, you know, you don't need to be pressured to go to prom. I mean, prom's always a fun thing, but if you don't feel like, you don't have to. But it is good memories. But I don't know if your friend, the begging thing is weird. But you know, who am I to judge? Uncle Deeps, hey Charlie, how you doing? Yeah, it's kind of, you know what I hate about like things that are like blank 2, the Switch 2, because when I want to say 2, which is like TOO2, I have to be like Switch 2. Yeah. How you doing, everybody? Today's just gonna be a pretty chill Animal Crossing stream. Nothing too crazy. Uncle Deeps hasn't been getting enough sleep lately. I don't know why. I will not be continuing to watch this. Wait, Charlie, did you watch High School DxD or High School of the Dead? Was it the demon ones or the zombie ones? See, I prefer the zombie ones. Oh my god. Antique boots. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Paying off debts. I don't know if we can pay off debts today. I'm the demon ones. See, I'm not about that life. That one's not, as the kids say, peak. Yeah. The demon one, yeah. No, you don't. There's nothing. You know, you made the right call there. You made the right call there. Suspender outfit. Nah, say. Hold on. Do I have a... Wait. Neon shades. I kind of want the black ones too. And then... Hold on. Did I have a... Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. Thank you, Mabel. I need another thing, Mabel, please. Are you guys doing okay? How's your Monday, everybody? How's your Monday going? Everybody doing okay? Everybody doing fine? Everybody doing dandy? I hope you guys are doing okay. Playing Oblivion. Wait, I can't talk. Playing Oblivion, nice. Nice. How is it running? He won't remember that, Charlie. You know, Mr. Gab doesn't remember these things. He's a man of false promises and broken virtue. My friends are men of false promises and broken virtue. Oh my god. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do you have anything for me? Ooh, wrestling shoes. I kind of want those. Sure, man. Alrighty. Let's see here. Sorry. I was just listening to like some Playboy Cardi before streaming. And I was like, oh. When he's not talking about that weird shit, Playboy Cardi is actually not that bad. Oh, there's okay. I don't even know if I should really say this. I feel like I could get in trouble for saying this. But Mr. West, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, he released a song, and it was titled Cousins. I think some of you may have already seen like the memes, but there's one air quotes bar that was literally like, gave my cousin head, gave my cousin head. I'm sorry. Gave my cousin head. Gave my cousin head. Oh my god. Who signed off on that? Who told Kanye West that, dog, this is perfect? You know, your fans are gonna love this. Gave my cousin head. Look, here's the thing. Mr. West has said a lot of really bad stuff, right? But that shit was out of pocket. Out of pocket. Like, you didn't need to tell anybody that. Gave my cousin head. No? It's, I see your explanation of Bisayawa Gaba. You know, I'm not a follower of Mr. West. I liked a lot of his music, but I don't support whatever he's saying. Especially, you know, the whack shit he's been saying, but especially they gave my cousin head. Like, where the fuck? Who told you? Who told you to say that? Hold on, there's like a fucking... There's a landscaper outside my apartment room, so you might hear some like noise. Who told him that was okay? Who told him? That's how you know you're surrounded by yes men, right? Because it's like, there's no way in hell. There is no way in hell someone would be like, yeah, I think that's a good line. Yeah, no, I think that's a good line. Reading some dirty magazines. Do I like your explanation, Gab? You know what? It works. It's an accurate explanation of a Filipino from the Visayan regions. What's wrong? You thinking? What's wrong, Rival? What's going on, dog? He's thinking. I don't like it. Sure. I need to get. I really hate the game. My cousin. Game my cousin. Wait. I need to cleanse my mind. We need to cleanse my mind. You know what we're gonna cleanse it with? The ice cream song. Nemi-chan. Hi, Narikaski. Okay, that's enough. Enough brain rot. Chocomin. No. I have a lot of music. You like jazz? Oh, I got some pump and iron beats. Hold on. Actually, I don't. This is like American Psycho. You picked up a new slang. Okay, youth ambassador Charlie. What is the new term that you wish to educate us today with? What is the new term that Uncle Deeps needs to know? I already forgot the things I remember Owen is good, Kevin is bad. That's all. That's as far as my capabilities lie. Huh? 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 Comb now means balls? Like... Huh? Huh? I mean, maybe it's the lack of sleep, but what? Comb now means balls? Oh, punching bag. What? Comb means bomb. Keep on cousin. Keep on cousin. I like. Okay, first of all, I don't. What? Chotomate kudasai. What? How is comb? Okay. The kids. Okay, you know the kids are not all right. Something happened. Something happened. Something happened. I don't know. But How are they making this shit up? I was so tired last Saturday. 6 hours of building Gundams. Or one Gundam sanding. Fucking went insane. Maybe that's why my sleep schedule has been so fucked up too. I haven't been like getting sleep the last few days. But hopefully today I can any beginner builds? I would say Gab. Anything that is like high grade, you can pretty much do. Is there like any Gundam series that you've watched? Because it's easier to build something if you like the robot. That's the easiest way to just like say it. Like it's funner to build something if you like the robot. So anything high grade, the OG Gundam, that's fine. Yeah, the RX-78, you can get that one. You can get like a Zaku, like anything high grade, relatively good. I'll look for sexy. Oh, you know what? Hold on. They do how here comes the fucking lawnmower again. There's the they have like it's called Gundam Girls, where it's like you can assemble the female leads from Gundam if you want. I know you're into that, so maybe that'll work out. Just throwing my. There's Evangelion model kits. Yeah, there are. The only ones I know are like real grade, which is a harder build, but that shouldn't stop you. The grade doesn't really matter. I think the easiest way to look at it is like the grades. High grade, real grade is more of like how much effort and how big you want the thing to be. Usually real grade and high grade is 1/44 scale, so it's usually around like 5 to 7 inches tall. But once you get the master grade, that's like 1/100 scale. So you'll get into like maybe 10 inches is the shortest you can get, and it can get taller from that. So it really just matters on like, you know, what do you want to do. But my advice always is just get a kit that you like. Yeah. Get a robot you like. So it's basically just a toy for my man children, me, basically. So yeah. Everybody doing okay? Everybody staying sane? I know it's a Monday, but I don't know. It's pretty cloudy where I'm at, so it feels like a Wednesday. Oh, that. Sorry, I had to yawn a bit. Sorry about that. Oh god. I already drank coffee too, by the way. Like before starting the stream. I can hear the lawnmower again. Hold on. Nope, we're good. And there goes my axe. You're on vacation. That's nice. You know, the biggest thing I missed when I was a kid is going on like summer break or like any long-term vacation. Man, that was good. Had it good. I think we're just gonna shake a few trees. I'm only hitting and shaking trees. I don't really want the wasps right now. I just want the wood. Because like we're kind of missing hardwood. Truth be told. So we need a little bit. And I don't want to get stung in the face. So we're pre-shaking the trees. Once again, I won't touch the fruit trees. Just leave them alone. Yep. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And I heard him say, nothing ever promised tomorrow. Did you know that like Adam Levine from Maroon 5 and Kanye West had a song together? You probably didn't know that. And you probably don't care, but they do. It was from the... I don't think it was from Graduation. Actually, it might have been from the Graduation album. It's actually a really good song. I can't remember the title. It was Heard Them Say. Heard Them Say. Alright. Should I change outfits now? We're gonna go diving in a bit. We're gonna go diving in a bit, so there's no need for me to change the outfit. It's actually okay. It's not. It actually is a good song. Heard Him Say, by Kanye West and Adam Levine. Especially if you like Adam Levine's voice, or like if you like Maroon 5 music from like the Songs About Jane album, it's actually a really good song. Heard Him Say, Kanye West featuring Adam Levine. It's actually really, really good, in my opinion. Like, it's not... Of course, it's not like the typical Kanye West. I mean, it actually is the typical Kanye West. Typical back in the day, not the gave my cousin head Kanye West. You know? The artist formerly known as Kanye West. Now, yay. Who gave his cousin head? I would... Like, I had no... So, I come from Gen Z version 1. So that was like when the hype beast era of shoes kind of like really popped off, and then the resellers came and stuff like that. But I was never really into the Yeezys. Or like they were cool, but then like they were so expensive back in the day. But like now it's like, do you really want to wear Yeezys? Like, you know, it's not a good look in the sense of like Mr. West has not been a very good boy the last 5 years. I keep seeing, oh, speaking of like shoes, right? Because of like the whole, I'll only get to like the tariff thing only for this specific topic. I don't want to get too deep into it because like, I don't know jack shit about the tariffs, and we're not here about that. But because of like America's tariffs, right, and the Chinese factory people are now like, yeah, they're posting, this is how we make X product, or like Balenciaga. And I'm like, yeah, I think we all knew this, but I realized we didn't all know this. You know, people didn't realize that a lot of the products are just from the same factories in China. Or actually, like the funnier one is like, let's say there's a factory city in China. They make clothes, right? Factory A makes clothes for like, let's say, Gap. And then Factory B makes clothes for Levi's. But it's exactly the same shirt. And the factories are owned by the same people. They're just, air quotes, different factories. So I saw like videos of like how Yeezys are made. And it's just like, here's some polyurethane pellets. Or polyurethane pellets. LC signs. Yep, LC signs. I don't mind name brand stuff. Like sometimes, you know, I get it. I'm Asian in the way of like, if you live in Asia long enough, you realize that people really care about brand name stuff. But I'm not too blinded to like not realize that it's all from the same place. It's all from the same place. Yeah. What's nice living in Asia, especially like Southeast Asia back in the day, was you would get things called overruns. So overruns were basically like the actual, so they're like the actual products that are being sold in stores, but they have like slight defects in stitching or maybe the printing, and you can always get them for a cheaper price. You just have to like be aware of like, is it a real item, or is it just like from a, or is it like an overrun of a counterfeit of an overrun, if that makes sense, because they have those too, where it's like, it's not actually an overrun. Yeah. Yeah. I just got a little bit into it. A little bit into it. You know what I realized? I should watch The Conclave. Because it's timely. Alright. Do we have... How much wood is that? I want to get a little bit more hardwood actually. Because like... our hardwood stocks are not very good. And I want to make the cutting board so we can sell it to Timmy and Tommy and make a profit, hopefully. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, so with the whole... I promise we won't get into like the super geopolitical, socio-economic shit of it, because I have no idea what's going on. But ever since like the tariffs came out and I was like, Chinese products are being like taxed, I was like, oh shit, I need to buy my Laogan ma. I was panicking. I was panicking because I was like, I need to buy my fucking chili oil. So I went last week. I went to the damn Asian supermarket and I was like, I need to get my chili oil with fermented black bean and crispy chili oil. I got like one bottle each. It's like, I need this. You motherfuckers, you know how hard it is to eat like frozen hakaos and shomais without chili oil and like spicy black bean sauce. Alright, I need this. I was so tempted to like start hoarding food from China. Cause like, it's actually good, okay? Those damn chili oils is actually good. Right? And nobody could tell me otherwise. Lao gan ma, let's get it. Lao gan ma, alright? Shit. Don't take that shit away from me. This is definitely more of a Filipino thing, but they banned bagoong. So bagoong is a fermented shrimp paste that is used typically in Filipino cooking. They banned it in America like in October of last year, and I only realized they banned it because I was like looking for it and I was like, why is there no bagoong? And then I saw like a Reddit post somewhere about how bagoong was being banned, and this was like January, so it's been like 3 to 4 months since the ban started. And I was like hanging out with my mom and I was like, mom, they banned bagoong. And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, no, mom, I'm serious, they banned bagoong. And she was like, shut the fuck up. And then we went to the Asian supermarket, and we went to like the fermented food aisle where like they keep the bottled stuff. And then we were looking for it. Like all the other fermented stuff from other ethnicities were there. There was like the fermented fish paste from like Thailand, all that stuff. There was the fish sauce. And then she was like, wait, I don't see the bagoong here. And I told you, mom, it's not here. It's like, hold on. So we spent 30 minutes just looking in the Asian supermarket. And then my mom started to panic because we couldn't find it. And then she was like, holy fucking shit, it is banned. And so my mom got really desperate. She has like, she's prone to getting like swayed by, my mom's prone to getting swayed by scarcity. The moment something becomes rare, she starts panicking. And then she was like, okay, there's a Filipino like bodega. It's not even like a grocery, it's like a bodega where they may still have bagoong, but it's like 15 miles from our current area. And I was like, mom, do you really want to like drive 15 miles for bagoong? And it's like, yes. And so we drove 15 miles, and she was like, while we were in the like on the road, she was like, call them. I was like, what? Call them. I was like, okay. So I called the bodega, and then we asked, do you guys have bagoong? And then and then the lady in the bodega said, yeah, but we only have like 6. And my mom was, and then, okay, thank you. And my mom was like, we need to grab it. we need to grab that shit. So we got there, and typically bagoong before the ban was, I want to say like $5 a bottle. That's already expensive for like how it is locally in the Philippines, but it was like $5. My mom was willing to pay like $13 a bottle. She bought 3, and then she was like, do you want one, my son? And I was like, sure, why the fuck not? So he also got one too. And then the best part about that bodega is like it was kind of sketchy because like they serve food, but the attendant was like, ma'am, sir, and then she was like, ma'am, sir, do you guys want like some tender juicy hot dogs? So there's a Philippine, like it's basically like nuclear red looking, the Philippine hot dog, but if you grew up with it, it's like amazing. I grew up with it, so I think it's amazing, tender juicy, but it's banned. It's banned in America because of the preservatives. Yeah, it's literally nuclear red. The color is like red. Like you can't even like. It's like red. And so And so the attendant was like, it's at the back. So we had to go at the back of the bodega, and there were like 4 different fridges, like regular like household fridges, and it was like an illicit trade of like buying banned products. And mind you, the Tender Juicy was expensive. That shit was like $10 for a pack of like 16. That shit was not cheap, bro. No, shut up, Gab. Tender Juicy. But yeah, my mom bought 3 bottles of bagoong, and it was expensive. Yeah. But yeah, that just reminds me of like the time where, like, here's the thing. You don't realize how important some things are to your life until they get banned. Like, you know, to me, bagoong was like, okay, I can just get it anywhere. But now that I can't get it in America, I can't get bagoong in America, it's like, fuck. I need to have at least a battle on me on all times now. Apparently it got banned because of like, I don't know why it got banned. Maybe it's like one of the preservatives in there. But yeah, I almost did that with Lauganma. I almost felt like shit. I need to get like 5 bottles. But I was like, nah, it'll be fine. But like Tender Juicy hot dogs are like really red. Like I'm not joking when I say that. It's like red. Filipino hot dogs, it's like made out of mystery meat, allegedly pork and chicken, a combination of pork and chicken, allegedly. But it's like red. And it's made out of that like mystery meat paste. It's good though. If you I don't know if they do this anymore. They probably don't. But back in the day, when you would go to like your buddy's like birthday party or even like a Christmas party in school, one of the staples that you'd have would be like hot dog on a stick. Okay, it's fine, right? Still okay, hot dog on a stick. And then you top it off with a little bit of a marshmallow. So you'd have the hot dog on a stick, and oh my god, the hot dog slid down the stick and the tip is now exposed. The stick's sharp pointy tip is now exposed. Put in hot marshmallow. Charlie, to anybody who's not Filipino in chat, just Google Filipino hot dogs and then you will see an image of a nuclear red hot dog. And then if you scroll down just a little bit, you will see hot dog on a stick with marshmallows. No, Gab, you can't even say it's s'mores. Cause like we don't cook, we don't burn the marshmallows. Okay, Nutella with cheese. Yeah, it's like roughly that, huh? It's pretty. It actually sounds kind of like that. Disturbing. It does sound disturbing now that you. But I don't know. I don't know if they still do that in kids' parties anymore. Where like you have like hot dog on a stick with marshmallows. Cause you know, I don't know. It seems like some things are slowly getting, gentrified. I guess that's the easiest way of saying it. Some old-timey Filipino delicacies are getting gentrified. I know the Italians and even Americans give us a bad rap for the sweet Filipino spaghetti, which has the nuclear hot dogs mixed in with them. But I grew up, that's my thing, bro. I grew up with those. Very sweet very sweet spaghetti is crap. But like if some like not all households make the same spaghetti, right? Also, Mr. Gab is part Italiano. What do you mean, sweet food? Filipino spaghetti is sweet. Filipino spaghetti is sweet. It's like really red. It's like ketchup red. It's ketchup red. It's saucy. And it has the nuclear hot dogs. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. I think it's if I were to guess, I think it's cuz like back in World War II maybe, cuz we didn't have any Italian influence in the Philippines. The only European influence we had was Spanish. Maybe a little bit of mixture there from other places, but it's very rare to find like complete Italian roots in the Philippines that were like from colonial times. So I want to say that the sweet spaghetti was a amalgamation of what Filipinos saw Americans eat during the colonial times, and then trying to adapt it to like the ingredients we had. There's also something called banana ketchup, by the way, which is ketchup made out of bananas. It's typically not chunky, but it's like gelatinous compared to regular ketchup. It has a distinct. It's sweeter than regular ketchup, and it has a bit of like tang to it because of like the vinegar. I want to say. Yeah. It's a bit disturbing, huh? Yeah. But don't worry, Uncle Deeps won't feed you guys sweet spaghetti. It's not something I do. Alright, unless you want to. You don't have to eat the sweet spaghettis. Spaghetti. Nuclear red hot dogs. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder why we never cooked the we cooked the hot dogs, but we never cooked the marshmallows on top. We never made them into like s'mores. A war crime. Look, man, don't knock it till you try it, okay? When I say sweet, it's not like, okay, it's not entirely sweet. It's actually savory and sweet. But the reason why we describe it as sweet is because like every time someone tries it, they're always like, oh, it's sweet. It definitely has some sweetness to it, but it's not all sweet. It just, it just has sweetness to it, The sweet little boy. That Filipino spaghetti, oh, it's a sweet little boy, No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Live life. Enjoy life, man. Okay. I think that's enough wood. We can get a little bit more. We can get a little bit more, actually. It's never enough. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. There's my Sadako. Sweet spaghetti. Don't and then you see like the best part about like depending on how like the person or like depending on how it's cooked, the sweet spaghetti, it'll always have the oh my god, I cannot talk. It'll always have the red hot dogs, and then depending on how like red the sauce is, the hot dogs can camouflage. Depending on how red the sauce is, it can camouflage the hot dogs. A lot of Filipino dishes are sweet. It's usually sweet and salty, and then, yeah, sweet and savory. It's usually like that. Oops. The nuclear hot dogs. Like, here's the one thing I'll say about the nuclear hot dogs. Don't expect them to be like an American hot dog or like a sausage, because you will be disappointed. It's its own monster. It is its own monster. Anything nuclear. It is kind of like, growing up, it's kind of like hard to explain Filipino food in the sense of like, what is this? It's a red hot dog, man. Or like Filipino everyday food, not like the fancy ones, not like the fancy dishes, but like the standard shit. It's kind of hard to explain. All right. Oh, you don't like hot dogs? You don't like the glizzies, bro? The glizzies. Ain't about that glizzy life. Because I was just about to ask, like, what is everybody's preferred glizzy toppings? I actually don't like ketchup on my hot dogs. I like mustard. I like pickled relish. I like pickles in general, but I like pickled relish. Maybe sauteed onions. That one's good too. But yeah, no ketchup for me. No, Charlie, no. The glizzies. I still remember how that fucking stupid like TikTok shit where like someone was like you're eating virtual glizzies and there'd be a counter of how many virtual glizzies you could eat. You guys have no idea what I'm saying, but it was around that like time where the NPCs like the Miles Morales and NPCs and the ice cream yummy, ice cream good, ice cream yummy, ice cream good. It was around that same time. Ice cream yummy, ice cream good. Ice cream yummy. Ice cream good. Thank you for the roses. Pepper yucky. Oh my god. There it is. That's the whatever happened to that one? Like whatever happened to that guy? Pepper yucky. You know, I do appreciate me a good glizzy. Pepper yucky. Okay, that's enough wood. Now, I am going to... First, what we're gonna do... First, I was afraid. I was petrified. Sorry. I can't help myself. I'm gonna transfer these. Hopefully, it'll grow on the edge over here. So this. Oh my god, really? Are you kidding me right now? How much space do you guys need? And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. But be honest, babe. Hurts, but it may be the only way. No, that's not true. That's not true. What is true is I did like Kanye West's songs, especially from the God. Graduation, 808s and Heartbreaks. That was it. 808s and Heartbreaks is a very, very good one. Yeah. 808s and Heartbreaks was a really good one. And it's such a shame, man. I like the ice cream, and then when I get impatient, I bite it, but not with my teeth, but like, you know, with like like the lips, like almost like a teethless bite, a toothless bite. I don't have sensitive teeth, thankfully, at the moment. That could change in the future, but yeah. I've always preferred ice cream on a cup, or in a cup, instead of in a cone. Cause like I could use a spoon. You know what I mean? I don't have to be a barbarian. Acceptable. But yeah, I've always preferred ice cream in a cup. But you know what? But as I grew up, it's like a real answer. These are real answers. By the way. But as I grew up, I have learned to appreciate a really good waffle cone, like a sugar waffle cone, and then like and an ice cream. Because like my problem was, you know, there's like very shitty cones in the Philippines where it's like it's literally just edible cardboard, and it melts and it just breaks apart. But a waffle cone is very good. But yeah, I'd still prefer ice cream on a cup, in a cup, rather than a cone. But now I can eat those in a cone. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does deeps make sense? I hope so. I hope so. Man can only dream, right? Ice cream yummy. Ice cream good. Ice cream yummy. Ice cream good. Shit, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It's been an hour since I started streaming. I can go crazy. He has, Charlie. He has. I really need, what's his face? I really need, oh my god, I cannot speak. I really need Flick to come by over the island so that we can get some, so that we can get like some money to sell the stuff. Hold on. I don't know how much these cutting boards are gonna cost, or like are gonna yield us, but yeah. Yeah. How many do we have? I can make 7 more. 1. You guys doing okay? You guys doing alright? Everybody fine? And I'm okay. Just a little tired. Like in lack of sleep. The demons, they got me. I really need that, like just spamming this. Still playing Oblivion. A little bit of Oblivion. Hey Star, how you doing over the Twitch side? Alright, that's enough. That's enough building. That's enough. We're good to go. Alright. No, that's enough. Alright. I think that's enough. I hope it's cutting boards that is the... I am good, Star. Thank you for asking. A little sleep deprived, but we'll make it through. We'll make it through. Just a few hours of Animal Crossing, you know, just a little bit. Well, we're good. We're Gucci. Up. Okay. And then we are going to... Alright. Tim Tam Tom. I need to sell you kids something. Okay. And then we're gonna do the greatest activity in this entire game. Diving. We might be diving for an hour or so. So blue screens all the way. Alright. Yes, yes. How much? Sold. You got it, boys. Actually, how much was it per piece? Sorry, quick question for you. I should have done the math. But, you know what? It's fine. Thank you, Tim Tam Tom. Alright. Let us deposit the money. Maybe buy a new album. If there's a new album for us to buy. And then let's go diving for a little bit, huh? Alright, yep. Afternoon exercises, that's always good. Tweed skirt. I have so much miles. I could technically, right? Hold on. Okay, so I could technically. How many? Okay, so it was like a couple thousand. It's like 3,000 bells per bell voucher. I have. Okay. I have 59. I have 59,000 miles. If we'll do the calculations, the mental math. Let's say we 50,000, right? Divided by 500, 100 times 3,000. I think it was 3,000 per bell ticket. That's 300K. That's like 300K. We could, in theory, in theory, I could pay off 300K using miles. We could bankrupt Nook's Cranny. The only problem is there's no way to bulk buy. Well, that's if we go 59,000, right? But I want to keep a little bit of miles. I want to keep a little bit of miles on us just in case, but it's like the only thing that's stopping me is like being able to buy it in bulk. Cuz I don't want to be here clicking the same button for like it would take us so long. It would legitimately take us all day. Like, okay, just as a sample. That's one. That's one. Like, there's no like, I can't like just, if it was like buy 10 at a time, we could legitimately do it. Because if it was 10 at a time, that would just be like what? Like, yeah, 10 at a time is just 10. I just have to trigger it 10 times. But I'd have to trigger it 100 times. We'd have to trigger it 100 times. I just keep pressing A this whole time. And I currently don't have any conversation points for us on stream for me to be pressing the same button and being on the same screen 100 times. Unless you guys have some questions for me, then that I'll start yapping off of, but I don't think I don't think I'm mentally ready to do that. Let me drink some water, hold on. Because the thing is, bulk buy is a thing in this game. Like, what's her face? Wait, hold on. What's her name? You can bulk buy from the weed guy. We can bulk buy from the weed guy. We can bulk buy from Daisy May. But for some reason, Timmy and Tommy won't let us bulk buy. Tom Nook won't let, and his ATM won't let us bulk buy. Why? Why? I just want to spend my 50k miles. What's a man gotta do, man? What's a man gotta do? Alright. Dude, I mean, one of these days, when I get really desperate, and I'm feeling it, right? I'm feeling we're almost there. The desperation. When I get really desperate, we will do that. I will sit here for an hour clicking on the A button on my Nintendo Switch Pro controller for 10 minutes to an hour, if need be. It's gonna be an hour. 100 times. But I'm not ready. I'm not mentally there. You know, where is he? Where is he? Pascal? There you are. I'm not there. I'm not emotionally there. Of course you can have it. It's fine. Alright, what's up? Lay some truth on me, man. I'm feeling it. Friendship isn't a boat you crew alone. Okay? You never know when you'll need all hands on deck for a story. Yeah, that's some deep wisdom, Pascal. Alright? Or some high grade BS. I can't really tell because I'm a little sleep deprived, so it'll be fine. Yes, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's what I need. I needed the pearl. Diamond and pearl. Gave my cousin. Nope. We're not gonna do that. Wait, I already dedicated 10 minutes to talking about that. Oh, there's a Pascal. I got another one. Ah, he doesn't need it. It's fine. The island still looks like crap. But it's fine. Alright. I think what I want to do for today is we're going to just dive a little bit. Like we'll do like one inventory fill out, and then we'll see from there how I'm feeling. We are not going to the Nook ATM and clicking 400 times, right? Because like we need to get 100 tickets, 100 bell tickets if we want to use most of our miles that we have on hand, right? But the problem is, each purchase is around 4 clicks, and I need to do that 100 times because there's no bulk buy. That's 400 clicks on the A button. I don't think my Pro controller can handle that anymore. Continuously. Oh, but 300k though. No, not today, not today. Maybe next time. Maybe next time when I get really desperate, we'll sit there for an hour and a half, click on the A button, and then I'll have some discussion points, talking points. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a wonderful start of your week. Or had a wonderful. Just the same as diving. No, but you know, diving's a bit... It's got soul to it, you know what I mean? There's a challenge. I look at the screen, you know. No, but there's stimulation, you know. There's a change in scenery, right? I have to be a little active. I gotta see like, oh, where's the bubbles? You know, there's some skill involved. If I was just sitting here trying to redeem, you know what? I will get some sleep tonight. And then tomorrow, we are going to redeem 50k of miles. Subway Surf. Imagine if that's like the only way teachers can like get their students to pay attention to class now. They just have to put like Family Guy or Subway Surfers playing in the background. Hey Cheerio, how you doing, bud? Lunch break. The young people brain rot. Oh, you know what? They give you that 90 minutes for lunch break? Man! Shit, like in some like jobs, they only give you 30 minutes. Christ. Man, maybe I should be a professional like juror. That's true, it's a civic duty. Yeah, some jobs you never know when, like, or rather you know when you're supposed to have a break, but like, oh, we're understaffed. Don't you mean jobless? General jobless people. Yeah. Yeah, shit. I can be a professional juror. Why the fuck not? I'm a man of logic and reason. It is a very American concept, Charlie. Like, it actually is. Like, any other country, you wouldn't really, like, see it. Can't stream it, though, that's right. I can't stream the deliberations and all that. You're right, how am I? You know what's weird to me? I have no problem with professionals being like influencers or content creators, like doctors and lawyers being content creators, and like that's not a problem to me. I just find it weird how like even they have drama within the air quotes medical community, or like the medical content creation community, or like the legal content creation community. Like, are you serious right now? Like, it just seems so weird. Like, I always feel like internet drama is super weird, and like I do my best to avoid it, but then sometimes you get like something falls over the grapevine where it's like, sorry, hold on, something just like comes up where it's like this like lawyer YouTuber has drama with this other lawyer YouTuber, or like this doctor YouTuber has drama with like this doctor influencer. I'm like, what? Guys, you are professionals. Why do you guys have drama? Now I do realize that, like, you know, I understand that especially in like the hospital or in like firms, things can get really drama heavy with like the different personalities clashing. But to have like internet drama with like another content creator from your field, and then you're into like the lawyer doctor, whatever, scientist like content creators, it's so weird to just see them having drama with each other. Like, really, man? I guess y'all are still human after all. I don't know, the internet is just weird. Like, you know, people love seeing drama. That's true. It's also just like content and stuff. Helps the algorithm. Having drama helps the algorithm, right? More people see you, more people talk about you. Hey Coleslaw, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. But like, I don't know, it's just weird. Never really a big fan of drama. It's like, like, really? I'm gonna do this now. Mutually beneficial in a way, yeah. I'm good, Mr. Coleslaw. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing okay. Swimming to where? To nowhere, Ivan. Just trying to make some money, Davin. Trying to make some money, Davin. Talking about how I found it weird how like there's like drama in like, let's say if you're a doctor, YouTuber, or content creator, how you can have drama with other doctor content creators. It's like, really? Guys, come on. Come on, catch him. Yes, that's one. Man, this one was fast. I need to like sit down properly. My lower back is starting to like give out at this point. Alrighty. No, we don't really have a lot of big ticket items from diving. Again, I just like diving in general, but nothing too much. Maybe the octopus, right? And then definitely the pearl we got from Mr. Pascal. But nothing too big and enticing. But we're just here to chill, right? Talk about some smack. Nothing serious. Maybe I should start some drama, huh? Maybe maybe Deep should start some drama. No, I don't have a Discord, Mr. Coleslaw, but or Coleslaw, but yeah, I actually don't host Animal Crossing events. I just play Animal Crossing for fun and stream it, but nothing too formal, nothing too serious about it. I usually just kind of use it as like a medium for me to just start yapping. So, but no, no Discord for us. But thank you for asking. Alright. I could use another pearl. Alrighty, so pretty good, pretty decent. So we can pay off our debts, huh? We can pay off some of our debts with this, I want to say. Just some of our debts, not all of them, of course. Alrighty. So, did I want to mention anything else yesterday? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I do have something. So, it's still a ways away, a couple of weeks away, but I am going to be on a trip on like the last week of May. So, you guys will not see any streams coming in the last week of May for, I want to say, 2 weeks or so, because I'll be away. But don't worry, after that we will be back. But yeah, no deeps. Thankfully, no deeps for like a week for 2 weeks or so. Ah, I see. Yeah. Well, Coastal, I don't really play the multiplayer aspects of games at the moment. So I'm not gonna be adding people in through Animal Crossing or as like friends or any other games that I have. So yeah, thank you for asking though, but I won't be able to help you with that one, unfortunately. Yeah, no deeps for like 2 weeks, around the end of May to the first week of June, and then depending on how things go from there. Currently I'm just chilling, but I might need to also start actually looking into getting another job. I can't be unemployed for too long, so that will mean that I won't get to stream so much in the afternoons anymore of like weekdays. I do apologize to the folks over at EU time zones. I know that you've been getting a good amount of people from the EU as well watching us, but we'll try to make it work. Once Deeps gets like a formal job and a formal day job, we'll have a steady schedule, because I'll need to have a steady schedule of like when I'm streaming and when I'm not. Yeah. I do enjoy streaming, like, so okay, I'm gonna be honest. Streaming twice a day is okay for me, as long as I keep like the one stream like below 3 hours. Because like once we get to like the 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, I'm like I won't be able to stream like the second part of the day, the second half. So, but I do like streaming twice a day, and I do like streaming for like multiple audiences, because I kind of get like 2 different audiences. One for like the daytime, America daytime, which is like evening EU time, and then one for like evening America time, which is evening America time, and also like Asia Pacific morning. So it's fun for me to have like that schedule. It's just a matter of when I'm no longer broke ass unemployed, I'll need to figure out a schedule. I'm thinking maybe I could do something like 2 streams on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, 2 streams, and then like 1 stream on like Monday evening, and then 1 stream Friday evening. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that's kind of like, just want to share a little bit about what you may or may not expect in the future. You know, I'd love it if I didn't have to stop streaming, but you know, we're not really making any money. In fact, we're not making any money from this. This is just a really fun hobby for me. So, alright, thank you, Coleslaw. Appreciate you, my man. But yeah, at the moment, you'll still get a lot of me, but in the coming months, things might get a little dicey depending on how things go. Schedule-wise, at least. But I will say it's been really fun. It's been really fun streaming almost every day. The last month or so, having a lot of fun. But I'm not dead. I'm not going anywhere. Deeps ain't dead yet, but things may change schedule-wise. So don't worry. It'll, you know, things come and go. Maybe I should start streaming on Kick so that we can do gambling and I can earn money. It's kind of sad how like the new Pokemon games kind of get rid of they got rid of the casinos. It's kind of sad how they got rid of the casinos, because it's like it's pretty fun. You know what? We're gonna do it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do it. We are gonna redeem 50,000. And I say 50,000 miles. Fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be redeeming 50,000 miles. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the madness and the badness that is about to be 50,000? And here comes the fucking lawnmower again. The 50,000. Alright. Here we fucking go. Alright. If not, we'll just do like 10. If not, we'll just do like 10. It takes so long. You know what I'm doing? I'm resting, so I have the Pro controller, right? I'm resting my left hand and I'm gripped on my thigh. And I'm gripping the controller like it's a sword. And then on my right hand, the right thumb is on the button, the A button. And I'm just gonna like move. I'm just gonna move my left like leg up and down to just spam, to like help spam the A button. I'm just gonna help spam it. We're gonna be here. What's my favorite continent? Oh man. Like okay, like for real, like actually. That's hard. Because there's things like I've only lived in 2 different places. I've only lived in Asia and North America. I really liked my time in Asia, but I lived in the tropical side of things, so I didn't really get to see the temperate climates like that you'd find in like China, Korea, or like Japan. But I enjoyed my time in Asia. I like the food in a lot of their places. But when I moved to America, I really like seeing the national parks, especially like in my god, Montana, like seeing all the trees in the forests. I like seeing the different seasons because again, I lived in a tropical country back then. So it's kind of hard. Like I guess overall I still preferred living in Asia because I like the food and then like, you know, my family is there. But I really like the sights of like North America, if that makes sense. Like it's really nice to see like the different landscapes. But again, it's like there's some bias there, right? Because like someone from North America would probably love the sights in Asia, right? All the beaches in like Southeast Asia, the different terrain. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's like choosing between like your 2 favorite foods in all the world. We're gonna be here for a while, but I'm redeeming another day, another nickel. This is the another day, another nickel. This is the one, but yeah, it's hard, right? Because like, here's the one thing I do wish is I wish I didn't live in a country that was heavily dependent on cars as like the main mode of transportation. That's not to say like when I lived in the Philippines we weren't heavily dependent on cars, but it's a lot more of an effort to get to a place, in my opinion, because I have to like park somewhere, I have to bring my car, it takes like 30 minutes to meet somebody just through the drive. Oceania is the Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea region, right? I've never visited, but I know there's a lot of Filipinos who migrate like to Australia and then they really love it. So I'd like to visit sometime, but again, I do despise the insectoids. You know what I mean? I do despise the insects. And I know like the stereotype is like there's a lot of like bugs in Australia. Like I don't know. I'll have to bring like a flamethrower or something. You know, something to fight back. My joke answer would have been like Antarctica, by the way. My favorite continent. That's like the joke answer. Cause like that's where H.P. Lovecraft said there were some fucking monsters in the Arctic seas. There was like aliens and shit. You know what? Okay, here's the thing. I kind of wish that we were still in the age of exploration. Not like the age of colonization, but the age of exploration where people would go to like these remote islands to go to like Antarctica to like find some sort of like hidden civilization. I kind of miss like I say I miss it. I've never experienced it, but I kind of want to live in that like era of mystique and mysticism where people still think it's a possibility that Antarctica is like this unknown region with horrors or treasures beyond your mind's eye. Cause like, you know, I feel like that would be fun to be an explorer. Again, you would freeze to death in Antarctica, but like there's a mystique there, you know? There's like, it's cool. Like how cool would it be to like, I always thought it was cool to be like stationed in like Antarctica, you know, like how there's scientists and whatnot who are stationed in Antarctica and then they stay there for like a year and it's like semi-miserable. Actually, it's fully miserable because like there's some time, like some days where there are no days. It's all night, 30 days of night. But I don't know, it seems like it's a grand adventure. Yeah, like, you know, like back then in the age of exploration, people were like, we're gonna hit the ice wall. I mean, some people still believe it now, like the flat earthers and those dumbasses. Sorry. But that level of mysticism and mystique about like Antarctica is just, I don't know. I kind of wish I lived in that era where like, oh, we're gonna be explorers. It's, you could die of malaria, right? If you go to a tropical country, you could die of like, you could die of frostbite. But it's cool, you know, like being Indiana Jones, the idea of it, like discovering new lands and hidden treasures. How many do we have now? Actually, you know what? We might be able to knock this out in like 30 minutes. Do I think aliens exist? I think aliens exist. Do I think they've been on Earth? I don't know. I want to. Okay, here's the X-Files. I want to believe that there are aliens, and I want to believe that maybe some of them have dropped by just to say what's up. But I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? Every time we talk about aliens, we still talk about them in the context of human perspective, like the human values, the virtues, and then like the history that we have as a civilization where, you know, they're either invaders, like they're colonizers, or they're like highly benevolent advanced race who sees humans as barbarians. Like, how would the aliens be like? Because especially if they come from a different planet, right? They could develop a different society and culture from us, like completely different, one that we wouldn't even be able to recognize its value systems. Like, how would we even interact with them? And for what purpose would they be here on Earth? Like, the easy answer would be colonization, right? Resources. But that's the that's still a very human-centric approach of like, we're taking our experiences as a species and applying it as like, this is the standard of how a species would act, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'd like to, I believe there are probably aliens out there. Have they been to Earth? I don't know. I'd like to believe that they have, but if you'd ask me like, why would they be here, I have no idea. Yeah, they could just be here to make friends, or they could just be here to watch. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you know, have you ever like seen an anthill and then just went, oh, that's an anthill, and then you just left? It could literally be like that. Like, no intention, no malice, or no shred of like benevolence or malice, and it's just, you know, what's up? But here's the thing, and this is my personal opinion. I want to believe aliens exist, because I also feel, just like with ghosts and demons, I feel bad for those like alien abductees or people who say they've seen aliens and everyone just says they're insane. Because like, sure, there's a logical explanation, and I'm more than willing to accept the logical explanation most, if not all the time. But sometimes, you know, like some of these people, they're really convinced about that, and maybe there is something. Maybe the fucking gray aliens did land, stick a probe up their butts, and did some like tests and stuff. You know, you never know. You never know. There's this speaking of aliens, you know how I said I had no talking points earlier, but Here we are. Speaking of aliens, there's you know the Men in Black. You guys know about the Men in Black, right? But not Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones Men in Black. The Men in Black I'm talking about is like this like unknown fourth dimensional entities, or like even aliens who disguise themselves as humans that work with the government, or may not even work with the government, in order to hide the existence of aliens or to silence those like alien exposers, or people who like you know, alien abductees and stuff like that. And I read this book. This is how you know I'm weird. I read a book about the Men in Black. I didn't believe jack shit about it, but I read this book about the Men in Black and how they could either be aliens who are wearing skin suits, or aliens that are puppeteering corpses of real people. Because like every time you see a Men in Black, they're always like deathly pale skin, almost like A4 paper white, and then they put lipstick on their lips, like really red tinted lipstick, and a little bit of makeup on themselves to make it look like they're alive, but their eyes are like dead. And then they have like this putrid smell to them, and they all just wear like suits, and then they always intimidate people. And every time you encounter a Men in Black, you always have like these weird psychic attacks that like cause nosebleeds, headaches, and like illness. So yeah. That's the Men in Black. There's also the Black-Eyed Children, which is apparently like related to the Men in Black. They're either like hybrid human alien children. That's why they have black eyes, because they're mixed with like DNA from the Greys and humans. And they're like, apparently if you see a black-eyed children or child, that's an omen, a death omen. But yeah, I'd like to believe aliens do exist. An empty universe, there's that fucking guy. I don't doubt. I wouldn't be shocked to say if like at this very time, right? The very moment that we're talking right now, we are alone in the universe. There's a possibility that at this very minute, we're alone. Because like maybe that alien civilization killed themselves. You know, they went all out war. But I don't think I'd like to believe that we haven't been alone the entire existence of humanity. Maybe a lot of civilizations have come and go, right? In the grand scale of things, time is relative and stuff like that. I mean, and here's another thing, and this is kind of like a childish opinion. Isn't it more fun to believe that there's aliens and ghosts? You know what I mean? Like, isn't life just a little bit more colorful and mystical, believing that there's aliens and ghosts? Because, you know, like, okay, being logical is good, you know, we need to be logical and stuff like that, but isn't life just a little bit more magical, thinking that there could be a 4-foot gray alien with a head the size of like, I don't know, 5 basketballs out there? I don't know. I think the world will, you know, life is just a little bit more magical if you think about, or if you believe in the possibility that aliens, ghosts may exist. It's just we just keep redeeming. We're just here to redeem. Charlie, that's not even a question. Like, freak. Like, that's not even in my mind. That's not even a question. Like, of course, yeah. Like, there's a lot of freaks out there, right? Even if they don't look like humanoid, you know, they don't have like human features. Let's just say, people would, you know. I'm kind of like a pessimist though, I'm kind of pessimistic about like, if there are aliens and if they know where we are and then we exist, do they even want anything to do with us? You know what I mean? Like, would the aliens actually want anything to do with us? Like, again, this is again, like, it's like, I do kind of criticize people who think about like, oh, aliens are like this like highly advanced societal race and whatever, and you know, like they want nothing to do with us. But I'm trying to think, like, would they want anything to do with us now? Like, we can't even get our shit together as a species. Like, we're, you know, global warming. People are fighting about fake fucking money. Like, you know, like, nothing is real. We're sending people to space who don't do shit. We're spending, instead of like, you know, I'm not gonna get into it because it gets really political now. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I'm an alien, right? I'm like, I don't really want to do anything with these guys. They're kind of weird. It's like, oh. There's like apparently there's a doomsday clock. And the doomsday clock is you'd start a religion if you're an alien. Oh, I mean, yeah. Actually, here's the thing, Charlie. There's actually a lot of religions now that exist that are alien centric. That they like pray and deify the potential the potential existence of aliens. So if an alien came and they just apparently looked like the aliens that religion prays to, that's it. You just have to step in, you know. But there are a lot of religions who exist to deify aliens, space entities, and stuff like that. I'm not gonna name any. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble, but they exist. They exist. And yeah. I used to joke around that I should have started a cult. Cause back in university, everyone had to take like 3 to 4 classes of theology and philosophy, 4 classes of philosophy, a little bit of history, and then English, right? So there's like a lot of background there for me to like, okay, pull from. So I was like, I always joke with my friends, like, you know what, maybe we should just start a religion. We don't get taxed, we can ask for money, you know, we can launder that money. I should have started a cult. Not too late. It's not too late, you know. Obesius Maximus, exactly, dude. Oh, you know what? I can even name myself Grand Marshal Obesius Maximus Aberdeen. Oh god, sorry, I had to yawn. I could have named myself Obesius Maximus. Grand Admiral Obesius Maximus Aberdeen the First. I'm very skeptical though of like a lot of religions and New Age religions. Again, I don't want to get into it because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble, but I am pretty skeptical with them. So I don't know. I don't think I can do it. You know, I don't think I can start a cult in good with a good conscience. I don't think I can do it with a good conscience. I don't think I can do it. So if I really want to do it, I think I could. I think I have enough. I think I have enough charisma points too. I think I could do it. I think I could actually do it though if I really put my mind to it. I think I could. I think. Hey Flash, how you doing, buddy? I think if I really put my mind to it, I think I could start a cult. But I don't have the heart or the conscience to do it. I'd feel bad. Because you know why? Like, how can you not feel bad if you have a cult and then people actually believe what you're saying and then they're like, Obesius Maximus, our leader, will my child be okay of his illness? And I know that kid's not making it, and I'm like, I'm gonna be for real, dog. Like, they're not making. I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad if I told them the kid makes it, and I know deep down they're not. I don't have the heart for that. Or like the cults that like steal money from their followers disguised as like donations to help the mission, whatever vague mission your cult may have. I could never do that because like I'm like, okay, you can't feed yourself. What cult would I take inspiration from? I need to be careful because I don't want to get in trouble again. Because like, so the topic of cults is pretty. It's always rough to talk about, right? Because like a lot of bad things happen, and most cults that we know in the public space, in the public consciousness, we know because they've done a lot of bad stuff. But what I would do is I would start a typical doomsday cult, right? I have a background in Catholicism and I have a background in theology, so it's easy for me to pull references from that religion. But unlike doomsday cults that are typically, the problem with doomsday cults is that they always say the world is gonna end on a specific time, on a specific date, a specific event. So that's why their followers and believers are always like, you know, are always so antsy, and then that's why these cults fail and they always do like bad things, is because they're wishing for the end of the world, right? That's why they're a doomsday cult. But mine, we're gonna flip it around, baby. We're gonna flip the script. What we're going to do is we're a doomsday cult to prevent the doomsday, right? So I'm gonna say some shit. I would say some shit like, for example, the world is gonna end. Insert X date. Insert X event that will cause the world to end. Unless we, the chosen people of the cult, do XYZ, right? And when we achieve XYZ, the world's end will not happen. The apocalypse will not happen. And the more good we do, the more we prevent the apocalypse, the world will slowly heal and society and society will be healed. We shall unify the world. Some shit like that, right? Because the problem with doomsday cults generally, especially like after the prophesized day of end happens and nothing happens, then they have to push the date. They have to push it back further, right? They have to push the goalpost. With my doomsday cult, there's no need for me to push it. Because as long as we achieve some goals and the world doesn't actually end, we did our job. We did our job. Right? We could start off something simple. Let's say this. When this is gonna be blasphemous. I'm gonna be excommunicated. But when the next pope is elected, 6 days after, the world will end, unless we as a people plant 5 trees in the sign of a pentagram in this random location. That is such an achievable goal, don't you think? Planting 5 different trees to make like the 5 points of a pentagram on a random fucking location that I just say so? That's easy, right? It's easy. And then after that, the world obviously doesn't end. And they're like, oh my god. And then we escalate, right? We escalate from planting trees to starting a community, right? We slowly escalate. We escalate the goals, and then we're also pushing the goalpost. Now the problem is if the world actually ends. The problem is if the world actually ends. But what's the likelihood of that? You know? And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll even make a safety net. I'll even make like a little safety net for in case the world does end. I will say that I have prophesied that we cannot stop the apocalypse, but we can delay it for the children, for the souls of the good who have suffered across the earth. If we can delay the apocalypse and give those poor, young, and suffering an opportunity to better their lives and enter the gates of heaven, then we shall do it. Some shit like that. So like if the world ends, my followers will be like, we've done what we can. We've done what we can. We're good. You know what I mean? It's good. This is, dude. My cult isn't even that bad. We're actually good. We're planting trees. We're gonna have feeding programs. We're gonna have educational programs. We're gonna have medical missions. And then all you have to do though is give me money. But the thing is, I wouldn't get a private plane. I'd get a jumbo jet. Cause you know why? Entire cult gets to fly, baby. You know, sure you'll be bunking in economy, and I'm gonna be like in first class, Jack Harlow style, but we're fine. You know? And then if you're like a high official or leader of the cult, you get to be business class. You know? And you know what? We'll even have like 10 seats in business class will be rotated. It will be rotated. So like some leaders have to sit in economy, while 10 people from like the followers, the members, get to sit in business class, get to enjoy the good life. It's every trip, 10 random folks, right? It's to help build a sense of community. I'm still the King Kunta though, you know? I'm still the top dog. I'm the only one in first class. Shit, not even my family's gonna be in the first class. Fuck them. I am the leader. You know? See? See? I can do it. I swear to God. I can. If I really... if I really put my mind to it, especially with the friends, some of the friends I have, I could start a cult. A benevolent cult. Best cult that did it. See, that's the problem. But the thing is, I'll have to be very strict, right? The moment there's like a member who falls off the rails, maybe steals some money, maybe does some crimes against the cult, execution. It's like drawn and quartered, medieval style. We're gonna tie each limb to a horse. But the thing is, it's the carrot and the stick, right? I give you guys so many carrots, but the stick is very intense. The stick is very intense. You're gonna be drawn and quartered, medieval style. And the best part is, by the point that we'll have like bad actors in the cult, I anticipate that my people will be so loyal that they're like, that guy deserved it. You know? He deserved it. Because, you know, we've done so much good. Right? We've done so much good. And you go against the word of Obesius Maximus Deeps. No. You know, we've done so much good. Feeding programs. And then all will watch. All must watch the execution. See, your cult has to have a little bit of edge to it. Caesar's Legion. No, the Romans did that shit. Okay, the Romans did that. The Romans and the Greeks did that drawn and quartering shit. All right, I'm just following suit. All right, I need to have like a firm hand on things, right? Oh, Caesar's Legion in Fallout. Okay, we might be worse. We might be worse. We might be worse. My cult might be worse. But you know, my God, if I start that cult, I feel like I feel I could make it work. You know, I just have to be very careful of like the typical trappings of cults, like the power struggle, the greed, like the internal politics. Right? I'd have to get like-minded individuals who are like, they're not ambitious, but they want to have a good life. That's the key, right? If you surround yourself, if you're a leader and if you surround yourself with too much ambition, too many people with ambition, they're going to want your position. But what you should have are people who are semi-ambitious, but also just want a good life. Like that they can go home. They can go home with their kids. They can go home to their families. Right? That they want to work for you and that you pay them well enough. And then that at the end of the day, they don't want power. They want security. And then we can give them that security. Like the evil is coming out. My evil is coming out. Hold on. The evil personality is coming out. You don't want power. You just want security. And I could give you security. It's like old-timey mafia. But the thing is, right, you know, it's important to have ambitious people in your circle. But if you want to be the leader, I haven't seen the Gray's Power video. But you know, I don't think I can be a leader though. I'm too soft. We should make this cult happen. I'm too soft. I have too much empathy. That's my problem. But I'm very emotional. So the drawing and quartering of someone I can do. I can do. Piss me off enough. Obesius Maximus Deeps might just do it. This is why I'm not allowed to become a big streamer. This is why the world doesn't allow me to become a big streamer. I just say the shit. I feel like I'm gonna get cancelled. I'm so afraid of getting cancelled. It's like this VTuber wants to start a cult. Hey, my cult's a very good cult, by the way. All right, we cancelled by who? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like. I'll be honest. I have no ambition to lead. I just want to live a quiet life playing video games. It's because it's hard, right? Like, I don't know. I do, as much as I criticize sometimes in my private times. Like in fall. In my private conversations with my friends, I do criticize, like, you know, the policies that are in place by certain leaders, but I do empathize in that it's hard to juggle, right? It's hard to juggle the realities of life and conditions, right? Especially with how complex society has become, and then governance as a whole, and like these different, you know, private interest groups and stuff. Like, let's not get into that anymore. But yeah, the Deeps cult, I did think about it for a while, you know. But yeah, there's a more malevolent version of the Deeps cult. The one I just shared to you guys is the more benevolent version. I have a more malevolent version of it, which is just, I'm just gonna have a fucking weird ass religious cult, and I'm just gonna be like a crazy leader of like, tonight, the heretics will fall, their city shall crumble. But yeah, you know, I don't know. We would still join the cult. The thing is, I would definitely have like ceremonial, like, garb and garments. Like, I would have like a full, like, I'd have a full set of armor to wear. Not even armor, just like some clothing that makes me look like I'm the Pope. My ego demands that I look like the Pope, but like a young Pope. So like there's a little bit of leather. It's like black gray with like silver and gold like markings, and it's made out of leather. No, no spikes, no spikes. No spikes. It's just black and gray with a little bit of white and a little bit of like gold and silver accents. M Bison cap. Maybe the M Bison cap. Alright, how many do we have? We actually did spend a good 30 minutes on that, huh? Actually, oh my god, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100, okay. Alright, Timmy, I want all of your money. Give me all your money. It wasn't so bad because I went on a tangent about cults. I went off on a really long tangent. So it wasn't so bad. Speaking of cults, there was this... Okay, should I talk about it? No, I'm not gonna talk about it because it's an active faith system. I shouldn't talk about it because it's pretty. No, actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll talk about it. So when I was growing up, again, I have no problem with religion. Like I actually don't. I have no problem with believing in anything, right? So this isn't a criticism to the people or to their faith. It's a criticism of their fashion choices. This is a criticism of their fashion choices. So I was in the car with some family members and we passed by like a religious group. I didn't know if they were a religious group at the time, but as you know, we were driving in the road, there was a bit of traffic, and I looked outside the window and I saw this woman with like long black hair. The hair reached her like waist. Like I think it was even past her butt. That's how long her hair was. And she was wearing like this dress that was like all white and had like a little blue ribbon. And I was like, girl, we live in a tropical country. Are you not sweating? It was like it wasn't like a, I don't know what kind of dress it was, but it was long. It was like a long dress, like covered the arms and was like a little poofy around the shoulders, and it covered all the way down to the ankles, and you could see that she was wearing like white long socks or leggings and had like black shoes, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And then as the car drove, I saw another one, and I saw another one, and I saw another one, and they were all dressed like that, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Fuck. And then I saw the male members of that religious group. They were wearing black chinos or khaki pants. Not khaki, like, you know, black pants, black leather shoes, a white long sleeve button down, and they all had like a blue tie, like the same like satin light blue tie. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then as the car went on, we saw like a group of them, and then part of me was scared because one, horrible fashion decision, and then two, sometimes you know how like when you see a coordinated group of people that isn't like police, the military, or isn't like, you know, people wearing a school uniform, it's a group, it's a coordinated group of adults who all look the same, like legitimately look the same from head to toe, from hair to shoe. I got scared. I got a little scared, and I was like, let me lock the door to the car. I literally like locked the door to the car. I was like, not today, bitches. I was like, and then my grandpa was like, oh, they're part of this. And then my grandpa's a bit more crass than me. If you think I'm a little crass sometimes and I'm rough with my words, my grandpa's worse. He was like, these damn... he's a relatively nice guy, my gramps, but he can get a little he can get a little spicy with the words. But yeah, man, I was like, what the fuck is that? First of all, horrible fashion decision, girl. It is like 35 Celsius. I don't care if it's white or if it flows, alright? That is not a sundress. That is like you're gonna bake in the sundress. Let's go fishing for a bit. Let's go fishing for a bit. It's weird, right? Like, I don't know. It's, again, I have no problem with people having religion. I actually have more of a problem with people who are like Reddit atheists who are like, oh, being XYZ is so cringe, bro. How could you believe in that? Like, all right, man, just like, they're not doing any harm. Like, just let people believe in what they believe. Like, you know, even if it is a little magical, right? Like, if it helps people get through their days, like, the world is already pretty ass, in my opinion. And if believing in a better place, or that all their suffering will lead to a better place, not in the bad suffering, not in like the Xenobite Hellraiser thing, but, you know, in the typical better place thing, that I'm not opposed to it. Because some people, especially like in the early internet, people were like, oh man, religion is so cringe. Like, how can someone believe in that shit, you know? Like, oh, they're so stupid. Like, okay. Alright, relax, Einstein. Get your head out your ass. like I have a problem when things, like, there's no separation between church or state, right? Where certain people's rights are being, you know, are being crossed, right? Like, are being violated. That's when I have a problem. But if it's simply just this person wants to do a little prayer here or there at this time of day, facing this direction, and it makes them feel better, and it makes them feel like that their life has meaning, then why not? You know, like, I'm not here to discriminate, alright? Like, it's all good. Again, as long as certain rights are, you know, followed and not unfollowed, then it's okay. But again, I don't really want to get into it, because, you know, religion is one of those topics that are like, depending on where you're from too. But yeah, I'm also not someone who likes to impose on religion too. It's like, believe in what you want, man. Like, if you don't want to believe it, you don't want to believe it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to get into it so much, because, you know, people get really up in arms about it. But just know that whoever is watching, you're always welcome here, right? Like, it doesn't matter. I might just say some things, though. I might say some things, you know, especially because I have a Catholic background. I might say some sacrilegious shit because I like my demons and stuff. But just know, you're always welcome in the Deeps channel. Just don't, you know, just don't evangelize on my chat, please. That's another thing I have a problem with, is like bringing... Okay, I'm gonna stop here after I say this. Bringing, like, the evangelization, like trying to convert people, don't do that in my chat, please. I know the people in my chat right now, I'm just talking about the people who might watch the VODs. Don't bring that. This is not the place. This is not the place for that. I'm like Daredevil. I'm like Daredevil Flash. Sorry about the Pope. It's okay. He was a real one. It's unfortunate what happened to him. Especially after how it happened. But yeah, okay, that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. Rip in peace, Pope Francis. We gonna miss you, big dog. Alright. But yeah, man. I want to make sure people feel safe here. Sometimes I might just say some whack shit, because that's just Deeps, but I want to make sure people feel safe in the channel, and, you know, try not to be weird. Too many weirdos out there now. Maybe I should be Pope. I said I wasn't gonna talk about the Pope again, but I was like, maybe I should be Pope. What do you guys think? You think I could do it? We can give this to someone. You think I should be Pope? Maybe I can. Start another schism. Start another schism. I can't help it, you know? Non-practicing Catholic. I feel like the moment I enter a church, I'm gonna erupt to a blaze of fire. I feel like I do technically count. I'm not just baptized. I'm confirmed, okay? There's actually multiple steps to being cat. It's not just baptism. You have to go through confirmation of your faith, and then after that the next. So there's actually 3 levels to it. First is the baptism, and then the confirmation of faith, and then it's the sacrament of marriage, or if you choose to become a priest or not, or a nun, there's a different sacrament to it. I think it was the sacrament of chastity. I can't remember. Ah, yeah. So some of the references I make probably make sense to you, Flash, because you know some things have transferred over, right? Hold on, where's Judy again? This is Bubbles. Let's get this to Judy. I think this is Judy. But yeah, you know, I should if I become Pope, I'm gonna ride the Pope mobile. Oh no, this is are you okay? Oh, you're sick. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I have you. Hold on. Oh, you're sick. Oh my god, hold on. Ooh, maybe we have a flu. Oh no, maybe there's a flu. Maybe there's a flu going around. Hold on. This is not good. Maybe there's a flu going around. Let's see here. I'm just gonna give the dresses to my, like, members. Or my citizens. Maybe there's a flu going around the island. I'm trying to remember the color scheme of my residents, so I can give them different items. None of the existing dresses really fit any of them. The vow of celibacy. It might be that. I just saw that message now. That might be that. I could, you know what? I could give this to... I could give that to Marina. Maybe she'll like, maybe she won't. Who knows? Just gotta get rid of it. Just getting rid of stuff. Okay. And then we'll make medicine. I'm gonna hold you guys to it about joining my cult, by the way. If push comes to shove, I'm gonna make that fucking cult. If my life doesn't turn out how I hope it turns out, I'm gonna make that cult, bro. And I'm gonna go on stream. Right? And I hope y'all are gonna be there. You're gonna be spreading the deep's word. You're gonna have to spread the deep's word across all nations, alright? That's the only time we allow evangelization in this stream. The deep's truth, that's it, that's it. My prophets. My prophets. Then the Discord can be made. No, we can't allow Discord. You know why? The messages can be like traced. You know what I mean? It needs to be like in pen and paper still. and then hand it off physically, right? So that we know who we're sending it to. There's trust. It's just like we know who we're sending it to. There's trust. You know, there's trust and belief. We can't let the we can't let the technocrats get into our systems, right? Because that's the problem. Once the technocrats, oh my god, once the technocrats and like once like those investors, financial investors get into it, we're gonna lose our power. You know, we're gonna lose people. They're gonna be like, they're gonna put in financing and all that. I don't want that, right? The people must remain free and true. By hawk, baby. All right, we're gonna choose the hardest bird to train. We're gonna do shit by hawk. I wonder where Judy went. Oh. Exactly, right? We need to prevent the faith from being like infiltrated by these corporations. And to those, that's not to say that we would deny people who are working in corporations because we need their money. I need their money. But what I'm saying is we need to we need to make sure that they're with us, you know, fully with us, that they denounce their employers. They still work for them, but they work for them in the greater good, right? The greater good of the people. Deep slant. Deep slant can finally be a real, the truth. And because I'm Filipino, it's stereotypical for us to do karaoke, right? Because for some reason, that's the only thing we're known for. Next, it's singing, dancing, and Manny Pacquiao. That's the only thing we're really known for. So every Sunday, a Sunday night, the islanders of Deepsland need to sing karaoke, regardless of skill. And everyone will clap. You know what? One of these days, I should play Metal Gear. I haven't actually played any of the Metal Gear games. One of these games. When it goes on sale, because it is on PC. So one of these days, I will probably play a little bit of Metal Gear. No promises when, but it's something that I'm thinking of maybe we should do. Like, play some of the classics, right? I do own Resident Evil, but I'm a little bit of a pussy boy at the moment to play Resident Evil. But again, I already own it, so it's really just a matter of, like, playing it. Alright, so what we're doing is we're just doing a little fishing, and then we're going to go find Judy. I'm gonna give her one of the dresses that we have, and then I think from there sell, make some money, and then we'll call it from there. I want to say, of course, we're gonna do Radio Taisho, right? Because like, how can I not do Radio Taisho? But yeah, we're gonna keep the stream rather short. I mean, I say short, but it's, yeah, I think we did it. We accomplished a lot. That's how you know I'm coping. We've accomplished a lot. Alright. There she is. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me give you something else, Judy. Hold on. Here, you can have this, Judy. And then Marina, you can have this. I just realized that sometimes like my voice fluctuates a lot, like the tone and then the intonations and the accents. Like there's no consistency to it. Like I just switch the way I talk, or code switch as they say, a lot. We shaped a cult. We did shape a cult. We did indeed shape a cult. I used to think that the reason why, so like me and my buddies back then, or even until now, we were always like, man, why the fuck were we not like super rich or like super talented? And then we thought to ourselves, I think if there is a God out there, the reason why we're not super rich and super talented is because we'd be such assholes. Like, I feel like I would just have the biggest head and ego if I was like super handsome, super rich, and like super like talented and smart. Like if I was any more like above average, my ego would skyrocket probably. Here you go. Ah, it does fit her better. Yeah, it does fit her better. Okay. She kept the bug. She kept the bug. What did you call me? Okay. Alright. See you later, Judy. Okay. Maybe we should be giving her something else, huh? Olaf, those carrots are right next to your house. You should be watering them, okay? And then there's Ribot. He's just looking at my onsen. Alright. Let's go sell, and then I think we're about to call it. I do like Judy's character a lot. In terms of like the design. She's just it's simple, right? It's just a pastel teddy bear thing. Teddy bear thing. That's what she is. Alright. Time to sell, and then we'll see how much money we have, and then we'll probably use that money to pay off a little bit of our debt. You know, we still have a very long way to go, but we'll take our time. We still haven't gotten any like orange flowers and black flowers. Or rather, you know, we still haven't gotten any of the black flowers we were hoping to get, but here's to hoping that in the next few days we'll get something along those lines. If not, yeah, it is what it is, right? And we'll keep the money. We'll keep the money. Alright, thank you, twins. And then we'll do Radio Taisho, and then we'll wrap up. You know, we'll accomplish a good amount of things. And yeah. I will be playing Batman tonight, but I definitely know it is at the hours that some people in the EU region are not able to reach, so no worries. The VOD will always be up. That's what I do appreciate about streaming on YouTube, is that like the VOD is like literally there. Like literally a minute later. Enable the beautiful island ordinance. What is that? Ordinance. It sounds so official. Beautification project. Wait, hold on. Kicks. His I didn't realize You know how he has bangs? I thought they were part of his hat. I didn't realize they were his bangs. I didn't realize Kicks. Those were bangs. I thought that was part of his hat. Oh, I probably don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. That might be locked in a star rating. It's fine. We'll let Destiny do it. We'll let Destiny guide us. That's how we do it in the Deeps channel, you know. We let the universe decide for us. Successes and failures will be determined by the universe. Alrighty, so by talking to Isabel, you know, let's talk to Isabel for a bit then. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna earn more miles. we still have a surplus of miles, by the way. There is, as long as I'm doing stuff, we will earn miles. So there's no limit to what we do. Isabel, can I talk to her through here? No, I can't. I have to sit down. No, we don't have it for now. But let's see. I know we're still 2 stars. I definitely know we're still 2 stars. Yep. Okay. Yep. I like how she pauses. It's like, yep, that's it. That's all we got. You know what I would like to see the next time? The next game is like there's a rotating staff. It's not just Isabel, so that we can see Isabel walk around the island, and then we can see Tom Nook walk around the island. Like they have like an assistant who comes in some days. Okay, I'm okay. We could speed up the process by getting somebody. But again, you know, I kind of... We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind within this week about like, maybe we'll just sell land. You know, I was against selling land because, you know, it's not the Deep's way, but I kind of want to have roads at this point. I kind of want to pave roads for our people and like start to terraform some things. When I mean terraform, I'm not going to like go all out with terraforming. I think we're just gonna do like I can't speak anymore. Minor terraformations. Terraformations. I think that's the right word. Yeah, just minor adjustments to like the landscape, but nothing too major. I don't think I want to like completely change the layout of the area, because you know it's a little bit of a rustic vibe. That's my excuse. Rustic. Alrighty. So, hold on. Alright. So, with all that said, thank you for dropping by, everybody who came by today. We're gonna have a little bit... 8 villagers to get 3 stars? Alright, we might have to start selling some land. Alright, that's the goal for tomorrow. Plot out some damn land. Damn it. But yeah, we will have a little bit of Batman tonight. Maybe an hour or 2 of Batman streams. It will only be on YouTube, so if you're over at Twitch, feel free to look at my YouTube channel. Link should be in the about page of the Twitch page. Yeah. But yeah, with all that said, thank you for dropping by, everybody who came by. Over at the YouTube side, leave a like, subscribe, and over at the Twitch side, drop a follow. And to everybody, tell your friends about me, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, don't join a cult. No matter what I said, don't join a cult. Alright, see you guys later or tomorrow. Have a great, wonderful rest of your Monday, morning, afternoon, evening.